Family, I need you to listen to me for a moment. I know life doesn't always look like the promises God gave you. I know sometimes the picture in front of you looks nothing like the prophecy spoken over you. But hear me in the spirit. God is not done with your story. And what you're living through right now doesn't disqualify you from what God is getting ready to do in your life. So take this moment to really let this soak in. Because I understand sometimes in the ugliest seasons hides the greatest turnaround. I'm going to say that again. Sometimes in the ugliest season hides the greatest turnaround. What looks like right now is not how it's going to end. God wants me to talk to that part of you that's tired, confused, secretly wondering, Lord, did I miss something? Did I actually forget something? Did you forget about me? Did I mess up something? But I'm here to tell you, God said, no, you are exactly where he needs you to be, to trust in God, even when it feels uncertain about a lot of things. Because when life looks opposite of the promise, I want to be honest with you. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever noticed that right when God is about to elevate you, your life gets loud? I'm talking about real loud. Like right before the breakthrough, the warfare, it gets real heavy. Right before clarity and confusion shows up. That's because the enemy attacks you the most when he recognizes that you're closer to your purpose. Some of you right now in your life, it looks like the complete opposite of a blessing. Like the relationship that you may be going through is shaky. I know for experience, money can get tight. Opportunity starts to slow up. Feelings is all over the place. I'm talking about you can't get a grip of your feelings. And you trying to trust God in all this, but your reality keeps yelling louder than your faith. But I want you to listen to me right now when I tell you this. Sometimes the opposition is proof of the position. See, if you wasn't close to something big, the enemy wouldn't be fighting you this hard. Not at all. He would leave you alone because he know that you're not chasing your purpose. You're just sitting and being confined into your comfortability in this world. See, God is about to rearrange your life. He's not attacking it. So listen to me, family. What you experiencing right now, it's not God coming against you. It's God rearranging the pieces in your life so the right things can land at the right place. That's sometimes, our life can get chaotic, not because you're losing, but because God is moving things around. Sometimes he have to take things and wean it out, you know, like for illustration, you ever clean the room and halfway through it looked worse than before you started? Like I'm talking about clothes everywhere, stuff all over the floor. But that's the chaos, what it looks like before everything comes together. See, you can see the full picture in your mind, but you have to see and go through these seasons to see it out. That's what life looks like for you right now. See, your situation isn't falling apart. It's actually being reorganized. See, God has to take these things and put them into the right perspective for you to see. So you're not being torn down. You just being realigned. Sometimes God is shifting people, opportunities, desires, habits around you, not to harm you, not to hurt you, but to make sure you're ready for the next season that you're being built on. So you have to be built on a right foundation. So God is not sending an attack. He's just sending a reset. So this is actually a divine reset that feels uncomfortable. We all been in an uncomfortable position, but it leads to clarity, strength, and directions. Sometimes we may not have the full direction and it looks and things look, messy, but it's because God is cleaning house. He's removing what can't stay and positioning what must enter in your life. See, that's where you feel the destruction, but it's not destruction. It's actually construction. God is constructing a lot of things. So don't get discouraged. We all get discouraged when we feel like our life is at a turning point for the worse, but it's not. That's the part of God is trying to help you to grow in. So hear me. You're not in this season because you're weak. You're in this season because God trying to help you grow into the version where you can receive the blessing. See, the blessing requires you to be this better version of yourself. He's building up your character. So you have to pray more because God said there's, some requirements for maturity. And we all need to grow and have maturity. See, you pray for peace, but God said peace requires boundaries. That's why he's taking people out. He has to get you to set boundaries in your life. See, you prayed for elevation, but God said elevation requires separation. So he'll take you from things that you feel comfortable in, environments that you feel uncomfortable in. But he said you can't think high or go high by using the same thinking, the same habits, the same circle, the same perspective. See, God say everything that was keeping you stuck, he's about to remove it. So this discomfort is not random, it's not target, it's divine. You're being stretched because what's coming requires you to have so much strength. And when I tell you, you're not being, shifted out, you're just being redefined. So what's ahead requires resilience. So you have to embrace what you're going through and just not focusing on the things that you cannot change. See, when you feel like nothing is changing, whew, and I'm speaking from experience, let me talk to you for a second. When you feel like you've been praying and nothing happened or nothing is shifting and you've been sowing and you've been doing everything and you feel nothing is moving and you trying and nothing's still happening. See, I want you to understand this, and I had to learn this. Growth doesn't happen in the sunlight. It happens underground. See, seeds don't sprout the moment you plant them. There's a season where nothing seems to be happening. Yet everything is happening. And I had to take heed to that because in my life, I feel like I'm doing this praying. I'm trying to get my name out there, but nobody's calling me to speak. But when I tell you this, God is aligning the right people, open up the right doors, shutting the wrong ones, and preparing that exact moment in your life. And it's going to flip and turn for the better. I had to realize that. So just because you see or you can't see the movement doesn't mean God isn't making movements. See, the breakthrough is often silent until suddenly it's not. Think about that. I want you to really grasp and take heed to what I'm saying. You can be in a space in your life and you feel like nothing is happening. All of a sudden, you get something out of nowhere, a strange call, a call you've been looking for, because God is turning around things. So I wanted to let you know that turnaround is coming. So somebody that's listening to me right now, I need you to hear this. Your story is about to make a turn. Like, not that small turn, but I'm talking about a full circle turn. Not a small turn that you're going to be like, okay, I don't know what that was. But it's going to be a turn that God makes. See, the season that you're walking into will make you say, now I understand. It's an understanding and a time for everything. Why you have to go through that last chapter, why that last chapter had to happen. But every story, every tear, every lonely night, and every door that closes, it's a spiritual attack. It wasn't for God to reject you. It was actually for God to redirect you. See, your life is going to turn out greater than you ever thought, ever think, despite what it looks like right now. And I know some of our lives are looking chaotic, depressed, anxiety, meltdowns, mentally pressure, but I need you to breathe. This is not the chapter that you die in. This is the chapter that you look up to God in. This is not the chapter that you quit in. This is not the chapter where God leaves you in. This is the chapter where God rewrites your entire story. And when he does, I want you to listen to this right here. He's going to make you look back and say it happened this way because God made it happen this way. So I want you to hold on, stay faithful, don't give up, because what God is about to do in your life is greater. It's much far greater than anything you ever imagined. So just continue to hold on to God's promises because he's about to flip the story in your life. So whoever you are out there, I need you to type in my comments right now. God is about to do it because he's about to do something extraordinary in your life. Just hold on to your dignity. Hold on to his words. And most important, hold on to his unchanging hand. So I don't know who you are, But I hope this video finds you, and it will find you at the right time. But if you know somebody that's living in a chaotic life, share this video with them. And hey, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn on your post notification. That means hit that bell so you don't miss any video that I post. And like I said, hey, God is about to change and flip your story.